going to involve this exact type of work of how do I simplify algebraic space like mat A versus mat B when we're comparing them to each other. That's exactly the type of stuff we're going to see on our mastery. So, oh, that's going to be the wrong camera. Hello. Maybe. There we go. So from yesterday, you should have on your paper, and if you don't, I would get it on there right now. Now, the do anything, I really hope you put that on your paper, and if you didn't, I would add that, like maybe off to the side. Mainly yesterday, what we were doing was removing stuff from both sides. But a strategy that's going to come into play today is also being able to add things to both sides. You could also multiply both sides. You could divide both sides. Like, you can legit do anything you want. So if you are working on your homework, come back to us. You need to be working with your partner to simplify that mat A. So if you're in the ebook, I know yours looks a little bit different because it'll say like new entry or whatever. You're coming here to part A, 612A student e-tool. Okay, take a moment to figure out what we're doing. Then I'm going to start using random cards to get some advice from you guys of what we can do to both sides. Raiden, make sure that you make Lane work because he was not here yesterday to practice this. So make him practice it now. What can we do? Well, be careful, because sometimes you're doing stuff to both mats. Guys, I'm trying to get your tests graded, by the way. My life's a little crazy outside of school. So I'm working on it. Like, I'm trying to get them graded. I hope to have them back at least by Friday. But give me some grace. Stuff's just a little crazy. I'm doing the best I can. I mean, we're all just trying to do the best we can. If it tells you how crazy life is right now, like my wife and I have no plans for Valentine's Day. Nothing special. Like, there's too much going on. Maybe, but the weekend already has plans too. She's got to go to Cleveland for a thing. Like, adult life gets a lot sometimes. Enjoy being a kid while you got it. I know kid life is tough, but at least you don't have to be responsible for other people or animals. All right. Well, okay. Yeah, some of you are responsible. Yeah, but still, your parents, if you drop the ball, they will hopefully catch it. All right, Ezekiel, tell me one thing we can do up here on either side or on both sides. Whatever you want me to do. Yeah, Matt A, we can make a 0 and take it away. Eli, give me an X thing.
On the other side, you can make another 0 with that.
Make a 0, take it away. Bethany, give me another thing.
Match the negative ones and ones together.
Where?
Make it on mat.
Sweet. Gone. Arfon, give me another thing.
Get rid of the x's on both sides. Negative x's.
So get rid of a negative x here, get rid of a negative x there, get rid of a negative x there, get rid of a negative x here, because we gotta be fair and make sure we're doing things equally on both sides. Devin, what else can I do?
Add a negative 1 and a positive 1.
So again, make a 0, get rid of it. What else can I do, Sophia? Now we could say that mat A is greater than mat B. I think mat F is probably greater than those, but Mat A has 4, Mat B has nothing. So now nothing is less. Yesterday we saw when nothing was more, but now today nothing is less, obviously, because we have positive 4 on the other side. Caroline? You probably accidentally brought some other stuff in. Did you mess with the tiles over here at all? You probably removed something that wasn't a 0, or this should come out to be 4 and 0. So if you go reset it, and it might potentially loaded wrong, or you might have clicked on the wrong one. You didn't go to A. So make sure that you went to A. All right, try B. B, you have to build. Wait, what? So check it out. B, when you click on B, it's going to open up a blank E-tool tiles. So you need to build this. So I will put it up on the board of what we're building. You need to talk with your partner about how do we build Mat A? What is this actually telling us? And then how do we build Mat B? I will tell you, Mat A is slightly trickier than Mat B. Mat A is slightly trickier than Mat B. What happens with that number outside that parentheses? Yeah. You've got a partner. He's there. He should be able to help you. Are you willing to help her out? There you go. Did you get there, Ashley? Sophie, can you talk to me about how you guys are starting to build Mat A? Specifically, it's this part that I'm curious about. That's not 3x. Everyone pause. Look up here. On your graph paper that you definitely have, because we use graph paper every single day, let's write this down. If you don't have graph paper, get it. What's up? Well, we don't want the answer. We want how we get it.
Yeah, how I got.
Well, so hang on, because I got to write this out. Then we can start talking about it.
Okay.
2 parentheses x plus 3. Now wait, instead of minus 4, did anyone look at that minus 4 and go, Instead of minus 4, we're going to make it negative 4 because we have positive and negative tiles. We do not have minus tiles. We have negative tiles, and we can take away tiles, but we do not have minus tiles. All right. So if he's safe and volunteering, would you like to pass this off to him? Safe. What do I do with this first part, the 2 parentheses, whatever? What do I do with that?
Distributive properties.
Say more.
So 2 times x, which would equal 2x. And then you do 2 times 3, which would equal 6. So that's 2x plus the 6.
Ooh.
You messed up? I'll do that later. Here.
So the trap door. I love that you said it out loud. I was gonna write it. Hope that you didn't. You guys, the trap door is forgetting to multiply the second number. You'll get excited about, oh, I know what to do, and then you forget to do it. That 2 times. Now another way to look at this is 2 sets of x and 3. So check this out. If I make 2 sets of x and 3, x and 3. X and 3. I have 2 sets of x and 3. But Safe said together, that's going to give us 2x and 6, I agree. But then we also have -4, so when we drag them over and click them, they flip. So make sure your mat A looks like that to start. Right? Make sure your mat A looks like that to start. Our mat B, I think, is a bit more straightforward. 3x, -1. Hey, look up here and help me out. 3x, -1, -x, +4. So 3x, -1, right? Or am I messing it up? 3x, -1, now -x, then +4. Now -x. And then, was it +4?
Yeah.
Sorry, my working memory is not great right now. Because your working memory is like when you're in the middle of doing something, how much you can keep in your head at one time. That's your working memory. All right, sweet. Sophie, can you help me out now on what I can do somewhere? What does it make when you pair a -1 and a +1? So we're making 0 pairs. It kind of sounds funny to say make 0 pairs when we make 3 of them. So make 0 pairs, and I don't know why my screen is so zoomed in, but I'm just going to kind of put my zeros at the bottom. Oh, there's another one. Make sure we do all of the 0 pairs. Are there any more?
9.
On the right side, there are
Oh.
right here, right here. Okay. I'm going to kind of organize this stuff closer to each other. Okay. Okay. Matt, what can I do? All these are like gone. I'm a little bit more zoomed in on this one. 2 what? 2 1s. So Matt says if I take these 2 1s, and now I'm going to actually take these like off. And these, like 2 from this side, so 2 from the left side, 2 from the right side. Okay, sweet. Raiden, what else can I do? If I take 2 x's off of this side, I take 2 x's off of that side. And now, Jack, what can I do? I can say, which side's bigger? Yeah, mat B is greater than mat A because we got 0 and 1. Questions? No questions. Try C. Let's see how good you're doing at this. Try C. I'm not going to give you too long, though. That only works until you get to the on both sides steps, just by the way. If you are divvying up, you do this, you do that, that's fine for the zeros. But then, when you do stuff to both sides, it's going to take both of you. This is making some sense? So we also practice just what we did together in class, showing this on the paper. So this pairs up, and since we can't technically drag them, we can just kind of draw an arrow. Those disappear. Those disappear. So what's the final value of this space? -2, so we can just put equals and negatives. And over here, we can do the same sort of stuff. I'm going to leave that to you. What happened? Donna, that's funny. What can I do?
So you can on mat A you can put together like the x's, like the negative x's and the positive x's together.
Boom. Boom. So not all of them, but almost all of them, right? Because I still have an x left, yeah?
And then you could add together the -1 and the +1.
Ooh, Donna's going multiple steps. She's not even giving me the chance to move on to somebody else. Okay. Are you gonna? I mean, I kind of want to call on other people, but they don't want to like. I never want to like squash anyone.
And then with that, you can add the negative one and the positive one together. And then you could do the negative x with the positive x.
If you need help on your homework, I'd maybe ask Donna. She's taking over teaching my class.
And then you get rid of a negative. You get rid of negative one on each side.
On both sides.
And then you get rid of a positive x on the side.
Wait a minute.
They're equal.
You can do it on both sides.
I call shenanigans.
No.
They're asking us which side is greater. Which side's greater?
They're equal.
Oh, they're equal. Guys, we could have, if we really thought really hard, we could have saw from the beginning that they were equal. But yeah, and this is where I wonder, Jane, if you maybe accidentally clicked on this one that got you to 0, 0. Like, they're equal. We had the same thing on the left side and the right side. They were equal. Let's try D real quick before, I'm still trying to carve out homework time. Don't worry. Like, I'm only going to give you about a 15-second head start on this.
Why is it full screen?
I don't feel kind of like this is sort of like a game.
Oh,
Like Candy Crush, sort of. Like, what can I combine and get rid of?
Huh?
Huh?
Hours when I was young, I was only Candy Crush the house.
I mean, it's better than doing nothing. All right, Wayne, tell me something I can do.
You could take away on the left side the negative x and the positive x.
There's a negative x on the left
I
side.
mean negative 1.
Oh, the negative 1, positive 1. So just do that once.
Oh, wait, you do it again too.
We can do it again, too. You gonna keep going? You wanna move on?
I'm good.
You're good. Come on, tell me what I can do.
You do the x's for both.
Remove an x from both sides.
You can remove one of the ones.
We can remove 1 from both sides. You wanna keep going? Or you gonna move on? Jane, what can I do now? What do you? I can't do anything. That's a very like defeatist attitude. I can't do anything.
Because they're not the same.
You don't know.
Okay, fine. If I can't do anything, which side's bigger?
You don't know. We don't know.
We don't
That
know.
not equal.
We don't know x. So when we're asked which side is bigger, we don't know. Unless we know, guys, unless we know what x is. If x is 1, the right side's bigger. If x is like 5, the left side's bigger. We don't know. And that there is when we start to say, okay, what if, stick with me, what if I go ahead and tell you guys, like the last problem, mat A is equal to mat B. Turn to your neighbor and talk about what does that must mean is true. Talk to each other. Okay.
Name it, we don't know.
Yeah. X's we don't know. So
Yeah, we do now. We do now. We do now. Carolina, if I tell you the mat A has to be equal to mat B, what does that mean must be true? Not that x is 1. Almost like if you're listening, people are shouting it out, but that's kind of rude because they're not giving you the chance to think. I'm going to try again, or you're going to pass it on. Emery is doing their homework right now. Well, I'm not going to repeat my question. So.
X is 2.
How do you know that?
Because if there is 6 ones, right? Okay, just want to check what I was going insane. Okay, so if there's 6 ones and there's 3 X's, we try to put them things together. X equals 2.
If 3 x's is equal to 6, what must each x be, like, what must its value be to make that true? 3x means 3 times x, right? So if 3x is equal to 6, x has to be 2. So if we want to make this look appropriate, probably there-ish. And now those kind of look like they'd be 6. And those
Or you can
are
just name them
6.
one.
Put the ones next to the two.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, we could kind of line it up. Like, yeah, if we wanted to really be specific, we could kind of do this and then make x the right size.
You can label it too.
Can you?
Yeah,
Can you change the... Ah! You can click on
That's
label.
what
and-
Sam was doing. He said we don't know what's
you smart little cookie.
So if we label it 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2, oh hey, that makes sense. Hey look, if you just click around in Desmos and CPM, you can do whatever you want. Alright, so check this out now. Sorry, we gotta come back to the board and then I'll give you homework time. Alright, the last thing I really want to talk about. I want you to look up here at strategy 1, strategy 2, and then we'll look at strategy 3 and 4. And like, if you were doing homework with a classmate and they tell you, hey, here's what we could do. Like, each of these is a different classmate. Okay? Would you say, oh yeah, great, we can do that? Or would you be like, I might need to teach you something. Right? Like, would you agree with your classmate, or would you be like, I don't know if you actually learned what you're supposed to learn. So chat with your neighbor, read through strategy 1, talk about it, then read through strategy 2, talk about it. I'll give you like a minute.
Mr. Hudson.
Yeah.
They changed from the maths to math.
What?
They changed from the names of the maths to math.
Who? Where?
Oh yeah, you
Oh.
can't actually change the
Yes, let's. You guys can look around and find out lots of things.
So, yeah, that's fine. There's only math on the map, like this one below I added this thing to the map. You can't do that.
Now, if you're in the ebook still, you can scroll down and see this. This is in the ebook if you don't want to have to look at the screen. If you scroll down in the ebook, it's there. Scroll down.
So this one, this travel,
Scroll down.
Look at it. Oh yeah, you can't read it.
like, that's where you have to.
If you want to be able to see these just on your computer, you can scroll down.
Read that.
Oh,
And it's not. This it's all about you have to try it positive 3.
And that was either a minute or it was 2 minutes. But either way. All right, Sam. Strategy 1, classmate 1, whatever you want to say, says if you have a map like the one drawn below, you can add the same number of tiles to both sides. In this case, I added 3 negative tiles to both sides. What is your opinion on what they said?
I think that is right.
You think that's right? That they can bring in the same type of tiles on both sides?
Yes.
I dig it. I like it. We said yesterday that we're allowed to do that. You guys good? Because at no point did I say get out algebra tiles. Ashley, what do you think about strategy 2? On a map like the one below, I added positive 3 to mat A and negative 3 to mat B. No, you weren't here yesterday, were you? You need a copy of my notes also, and I might need to skip you for now. Do you want to take a guess, or do you want to hand it off to somebody? Hand it off. You can pick who you hand it off to if you want. Anyone want to help Ashley out?
Strategy 2 is incorrect. Well, whatever. Because you're not doing the same thing on both sides. You have to have this, like the same thing on both sides. You can add whatever you want on both sides as long as you have the same number.
Did they do the same to both sides? No, they did the opposite on one side versus the other. Plain?
There's really no point in doing what they did. Like they just cancel each other out. Like there's no real.
That is not true, actually. Doing the same thing on both sides cancel each other out and don't change our equation. But if I give you positive $3 and take $3 away from Raiden, that is definitely not fair, right? That does not cancel out. It means if I take away $3 from Raiden and hand it to you, then I cancel. But I'm not saying I'm doing it. All right, strategy 3. I don't even know if we need time to think about these. Ooh, we did all the cards. If I did not call on you, that means I don't have your card in here, which I think everyone got called on. I put your card in my pocket after you volunteered for the 3rd time. Sorry, so I didn't necessarily call on you, but you got to interact during class.
I want to tell you what.
Fine, I'll take volunteers. I'll give up some control.
Okay. Strategy 3. No, that doesn't really work.
What? Say more.
Yeah, because if you wait. Well, if you remove a positive tile and a negative tile, aren't those 2 different kinds of tiles? Doesn't that not work?
We did a lot of removing positive negative when we made zeros.
I know, but are those not
Did they make 0?
No, they didn't because they're on different maps.
Hey, look up here. You might think, oh yeah, we've been doing remove positive negative together. Only when those were on the same side. These are not on the same side. They remove positive and negative on 2 separate sides. You cannot do that. That is breaking the rules. And on a mat like the one below, I would add 3 0 pairs to mat. Can I add 0?
No.
Any volunteers?
There's no really point.
Jane? Okay, but are they allowed to add 0 to the right side?
I mean, yeah, they can, but they didn't do it.
Guys, we're not asking, does this make sense? I spent a lot of time looking at papers and I'm like, well, that just wasn't a good idea. But am I allowed to add 0 to the right? Yes, you can do this. This is totally fine. Now, does it do anything? No, this is kind of dumb, honestly. This is silly. Because like Emery said, these 3 negatives will cancel out those 3 positives, but then these 3 positives just are there, and it's going to be the same as it was. Wayne?
I think that's what I thought I was saying when I said up there. That's
Yeah, you got to be careful of which side, right? That's the biggest trap. Yep, that's the biggest trap, is which side are we working on?
Homework time?
I think. Give me just a second. Yeah, let's do homework. You have 8 minutes? 7? You have some time, more time than normal. You should be getting homework done.
3. The same always on 81. Oh, this is.
Working with a partner would probably help you catch mistakes, help you move quicker. 2 brains is better than 1 brain.